Nidhogg is a game where you stab French people. No, wait, that's not right. Nidhogg is a game where you slap people's swords with your sword. No, that doesn't sound right either. Hello everybody, my name is Osong and welcome to MyReviews, where I take a look at lesser-known games and give you the rundown of what they are and what I think of them. Today we're going to be taking a look at Nidhogg. We'll be covering 4 points, being story, graphics, audio, gameplay, and then I'll be giving my final judgment. Now, without further ado, let's delve into the world of Nidhogg. Nidhogg is a game where you play as a little yellow stickman and fight other stickmen with swords in a style known as fencing. Nidhogg doesn't really have any story other than that, but I like to imagine that you're trapped in some sort of
purgatory where you must defeat all your opponents, being brutally murdered over and over until you've completed the tournament and continue on to the afterlife.
But that's just my imagination. It's not what the game is actually about. Probably. Nidhogg has very simplistic, yet pleasing graphics in the game. It's a pixelized style, but it's smooth and flows wonderfully. Blood pours into the ground every time you or your opponent is killed, and when fighting the rainbow opponents, it ends up painting a beautiful image of gore and viscera. My only complaint is that the rainbow opponents, and one of the map's backgrounds, can be painful to the eye, especially when combined and you're trying to focus on fighting. This is so detrimental, in fact, that I find it hard to praise the graphics simply for this problem. However, other than that map and those opponents, the game is beautiful, and I love the imagery in it. Nidhogg has a few songs that play, depending on what map you're playing on. The sound effects sound professional. The clinking of swords is so satisfying, and murdering your opponent can be quite pleasing to the ears. The slicing of your sword into their torso, and the screams of pain they emit whenever this occurs is a sweet symphony. What? No, I'm not a psychopath! Here we come to the main attraction of Nidhogg, the gameplay. The goal of the game is to be eaten by the Nidhogg, a creature that appears at the end of every stage. You start in the middle of the map, faced with an opponent. Every time person A defeats person B, an arrow will show up for person A, allowing them to run farther into person B's territory. If person B kills person A, the reverse will happen, allowing B into A's territory. Your opponent will respawn after a short time of being killed, almost always blocking your path when they do. They also respawn with a sword, so if they lost it during the previous fight, you'll have another sword on the screen. After getting past 3 screens, you'll make it to the Nidhogg and become victorious. It's basically one big game of tug-of-war, where instead of pulling a rope, you're stabbing your friends. Did I mention this game has multiplayer? I haven't done the multiplayer much, but I have with a couple of friends, and let me tell you, the computer is just as challenging as actual players. Some claim the computer players learn from you, and from my experience, I believe that. However, as far as I know, this hasn't been confirmed. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. My one problem with the gameplay is most of the maps do not offer room for all the fighting styles available in the game. The only one that does is the map that makes your eyes hurt. I'm conflicted whether to say the map is bad because of the painful color scheme, or good because of the flawless layout it offers for fighting. I will admit though, I do appreciate a variety of maps that force you to try out different strategies. I just wish the quote-unquote best map wasn't so hard on the eyes. All in all, I really enjoy Nidhogg, and while I wouldn't quite pay the $10 it normally costs, definitely snag it while it's on sale. The graphics are lovely, with the exception of a few minor things. The audio is fantastic, and the gameplay is addictive and varied. If you like quick thinking and fast-paced action, it's definitely an investment you'll want to make. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in more game reviews, please consider subscribing to my channel. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time.